jail?
No, you're not going to jail.
Am I
Okay?
gonna get locked up?
No, it's time to be helped.
What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to Grimm. As you can see, we're about to go into some crazy territory here on Dr. Phil. Look, guys, I don't want to spoil anything here before we move on, so just trust me, you should keep watching until the end, because this is one of the craziest things I have seen on this show personally. Without further ado, let's just jump into it and see what she did.
What made you decide to reach out to your long-lost biological son?
We decided to look him up and reach out to him.
So here we have a simple story of, just a woman wanting to reconnect with her long-lost son. Apparently, she had to give him up at birth. Maybe she was a bit young and immature to be able to raise him. We don't know her situation. It's something she probably felt she had to do. I don't really know the full circumstances, and neither will we. But ultimately, she gave him up, and now that he's 16, she was able to track him down and find him. Sounds all fine and dandy, right? Well, things are about to take a turn for the worst into some weird territory. Seriously, let's just keep watching and see what unfolds.
When you met him, you said, I felt like I couldn't connect with him as a mother, but felt like I was connecting with him in another way.
Nah, bro, what in the front page of P-Hub is going on right now? This is getting sketch already. So some of you with some good detective skills, or those of you that might have heard of this lady already because she's had some articles about herself, go kind of viral, maybe onto this already. But this woman just straight up fell for her biological son, and she didn't raise him technically, but still, bro, that's your son. So much is wrong with this already. I can just barely handle it. How this woman can even show her face on TV after doing something like that is just beyond me. She's brave, but I guess kind of stupid in the same way. I guess stupid brave, you could call it. I just can't even fathom that.
You said, I felt like I was developing feelings, and he said he didn't care, and that he felt the same way, and he wanted to keep talking.
This is one of those episodes where, in all honesty, I wish I could just see this and move on, but no, I just had to start a channel where I literally cover insane stuff like this. I can't just pass that up. You guys need this content. This is probably the craziest story that you'll see on Dr. Phil this year, so how can I not make a video for it? He's just starting the year off right. Just know I think this lady is crazy and disgusting and definitely deserved jail time for this. I mean, how could she think this is okay at all? I feel like I seriously need to just take a shower and wash this filth off of me after I'm done making this video. I'm straight up disgusted right now.
And after 3 months of talking, we decided to meet at the motel and proceeded to have a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship.
Right.
If you guys could see me recording this, I am so tense, bro. Every bone in my body wants me to click away from this and just try to forget that it exists, basically. How can you guys put me through this right now? I guess that's not really a fair way to look at it, because it's my choice to cover this video, but seriously, I hope you're all cringing together with me on this. She's sitting here describing the situation, and the more she talks about it, I just get grossed out more and more. I don't think stuff like this actually happened, but apparently it did, and this lady even did 5 years jail time for it, which is very deserved, like I said earlier. If you're gonna be out here dating your kid, you should probably go to jail.
Why meet at a motel? Why do that instead of meet at a food court at the mall or something to moderate this?
Oh, come on, you know why, Dr. Phil. Don't make her say it out loud, bruh. That's just foul, He knows what he's doing here. He's like, bro, this is fire content. I gotta be like Grimm and just milk this and maximize it right now. This is a once-in-a-blue moon story that I get to cover here. It's finally not a bratty teen for once, and is instead just an actual insane person with real problems. He's probably hype right now. The ratings for this episode were probably just through the roof. Now he can go cop a new nice watch from this one, I can already tell. Dude, imagine buying a ticket to go see a Dr. Phil show filming, and you're expecting fully to just go in there and have a laugh, maybe cringe at some Danielle Bergoli mini-me or something, and then they have this insanely messed up and disgusting story running instead. I think I'm asking for a refund at that point. Even being in this room right now while they were filming it would just be a little bit too much for me to handle. I just have to dip. They probably can't even leave mid-filming though, for sound reasons, so they're just stuck there to sit and be tormented by this messed up cringe. Poor people. I hope they at least got some gifts under their seats like Oprah does for sitting through this.
More psychological. But I know what I did was wrong. I understand that I deserve punishment for it.
So this lady is really stressing about jail. I swear in an earlier part of this, they said that she already went to jail. So I don't know, maybe she's still on trial again or is looking at another 5 years. But either way, I say lock this lady up again. Look, even if he wasn't her son, that is still a teenager when you think about it. And she messed him up big time by doing this. I'm gonna be one of those guys and say it. If the genders were reversed, everyone would be on board with this and be like, yeah, this is messed up. Hopefully you guys are still like that with the way it is now, but I mean, it's against the law either way, and she should be prosecuted as such. That's just my opinion though. You know, maybe Dr. Phil is just gonna be a soft boy and try to help her out or something.
And why did you want to do this? Why did you want to come here and talk to me?
You know what, Dr. Phil, that's an incredible question. Seriously, why would you not only do what she has done, you know, I think 99% of us can fully agree that is a terrible life choice, then also, why would you go and air yourself out on national TV like this? On one of the most popular TV shows of all time, might I add. There's millions of people that watch this every morning. Like, this woman is just straight up insane. Lock her up again already, bro. She's not right in the head at all. And I think I'm realizing that more and more the further we get into this.
To get help to somehow fix, somehow make a better outcome, and to be able to fix things.
I'm not even gonna play the rest of that clip. I really can't understand this lady when she's talking. You know, she's crying like a 5-year-old that just got his toys taken away. I think when I was younger, my mom ripped up my first holographic Yu-Gi-Oh card, and I cried like this too. Like, I couldn't even speak for a week, dude. Seriously, lady, pull it together. If you're gonna be on this show, I can't have you hyperventilating, okay? We need actual conversation here, so you need to calm down so that we can try to understand where you're coming from, or why you chose to be on this show today after doing this disgusting act that you just did.
But I know what I did was wrong. I understand that I deserve punishment for it. I'm a disgusting person.
All these tears aside, at least she's in check with herself, you know? She understands just how messed up what she did was. What I'm confused about is it said in the ticker below that she already served 5 years for this, which is probably not enough if you ask me, but now she's going to live out her days on this registry that will let everyone know how weird and creepy she is, and she is going to have to avoid playgrounds like the plague from here on out. You know, maybe she was worried or something earlier in that intro clip that I showed, that Dr. Phil was trying to entrap her into more jail time or setting up a sting operation for some reason, but all that I know is that I'm over these tears of hers. Like, seriously, they won't make any actual progress if she can barely hold a conversation with Dr. Phil at this point. Like, it's just a loop of questions and tears, and they're not making any progress.
So guys, real quick, I have a super fast challenge that only takes 5 seconds to complete. So if you can leave a like and subscribe within the next 5 seconds, you'll get 10 years of amazing luck. Just give it a try, it really works.
I just feel like being taken away from my children, like lost to their mother.
Yo, keep those other kids away from her at this point too. I mean, she might start sending them heart eye emojis or something soon, bro. Like, you guys gotta be careful, alright? Also, you guys might think I'm going in a little hard on this woman. You know, I always try to be pretty lighthearted and not be too mean. Hopefully I'm not. But I mean, of all the people that we have met on this show or on my channel, isn't this one kind of warranted? She straight up got with her own son, dude. Like, you don't do that. Especially when he's still a minor. Even if he was an adult, that would be sick and twisted still, but he's only 16. That just makes it even more terrible. And she's being so annoying on stage, you know, like talking about all this woe is me stuff. I don't even know if she's able to take full responsibility at this point. Like, that whole act of calling herself disgusting might just be that, an act. Maybe she's just giving these big crocodile tears for sympathy from us, but she's not getting any from me. She's a weirdo, and she should probably be punished for it. Or apparently it sounded like she did, but still, yeah, don't be doing that. Dr. Phil is just over here low-key thinking exactly what she's saying is just super stupid. Like, this woman is definitely in the wrong, and she is apologizing profusely, but they are making no progress. Like I was saying, she's just kind of talking in a loop. He's just sitting here like, how did this woman get in this situation in the first place? Is she an actual crazy person? Why am I doing this on my show? Why can't I just be retired on my mega yacht by now?
In getting the history here, you say you don't feel like you should have gone to prison for what you did.
Okay, so she did definitely do time in prison. You know, I was confused about that earlier. 5 years to be exact. And I do think that she definitely will not reoffend since, you know, she only has one long-lost son out there. But it's like, why is she even on this show at this point? Get some normal counseling, lady, where you aren't going to be judged by literally millions of people. That's the part that I don't understand. You'd think you wouldn't want to be outed any more than you were for being that woman. You know, everyone around her knows what went down because she probably had news articles about it and would have to explain why she was locked up in prison for 5 years. I don't know, maybe she had some time to think in prison and came out with the idea thinking that she just needed Dr. Phil's help and anyone else simply just wouldn't cut it. But I really don't think that was a good move on her part. because I truly don't think she's able to accept full responsibility at this point. She basically treats her son like a middle schooler treats a One Direction member. Like she is obsessed and it changed her whole life, and she was just dedicated to this dude. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that's probably not very healthy, and I doubt she is going to make any progress with Dr. Phil today. As much as it pains me to say, she has spent this whole time throughout this video just crying and hyperventilating while making, really boring sentences, saying the same thing over and over. And she's just been making me and you guys and the rest of this audience uncomfortable, so I really think we're just hitting a dead end in this story. Moral of the story, I guess, guys, is don't be a creepy weirdo, and if you do, you'll go to jail. Simple as that. Anyways, as always, I'll see you guys in the next one, and until then, peace out.